he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards and a Packer first down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 11. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 8 yards.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
10-10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Callahan. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
44-yard line.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Callahan's pass.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Callahan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
50-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7-7 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Smith catches left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the...
It's a foot race. Able to find Lazard. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Packers 14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 1st down. Callahan will set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down at a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Off the play fake. Callahan. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Off play action. Callahan. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Michael Badgley.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there is no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep from the zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Callahan. 40. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with
tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they got coming up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Callahan. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
I got next.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Time here, this half is intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I got next. He keeps seeing the long pass play change that.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Off play action, Callahan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, it changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Callahan firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
87. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Callahan. Man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of it.
And he's caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to Lazard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he'll air it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. the season, and the Packers get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Off the play fake. Callahan is going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think
a big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. A mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 49, Packers 35.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Operating from the gun, Callahan. He took it in one-handed. What a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Callahan. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, a run with Vaughn. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown. Packers. Keyshawn Vaughn, 91 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
The kicker.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Callahan. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Callahan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down. Callahan. And it's a foul. And the Packers pick it up. It's his guys who get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second and 4. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down and goal.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone like to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Callahan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
On 1st and 10, Callahan keeps himself upright, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Callahan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, Callahan. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 25. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go!
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they'll work this one out to about the 38. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
from the gun. Callahan. There's that man again. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Callahan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
52, Vikings 49.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard
And then open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to the air on 2nd down. Callahan. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Callahan is going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 56, Packers 52. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of... And he lost the football. Now the Vikings pick up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Vaughn. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the field and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Packers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.